Hello and welcome to Citify. I'm Zeppo and I'm joined in studio by the band Daisy Stain. We have Erica and Billy. How you guys going?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks.
Yeah? You guys finish each other's sentences. That's so cute.
We just say them together.
Yeah.
So is it just the two of you in the band?
No, we have a bassist as well, but unfortunately he couldn't make it today.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how you guys go. I'm going to ask a few questions. How good are you at Topple Towers?
Not very.
Give it a go.
Yeah.
We're going to give it a go. We'll have a play and I'm going to ask you some questions as well. Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
Take it away.
Ugh.
So Billy, you guys are in a band. What's your sound? What do you like to play?
I guess you could say our genre is like punk.
Yeah.
Just anything with fuzz.
Anything with fuzz,
Yeah,
right?
as a guitarist.
I can work with that. Is that the name of your next album? Anything with Fuzz?
Anything, yeah, that's a good,
That's
that's a
a
good
good
album
title.
name. Yeah, anything with fuzz. It sounds very like,
Oh my
I
god.
don't know, mixed between, I guess, the Offspring kind of punk
Yeah.
and Nirvana kind of
Are
grunge.
they your major influences?
Me as a songwriter, yeah. But I mean, there's definitely other ones.
Yeah.
So you mentioned songwriting. Are you the main songwriter for the band as well?
Yeah, there used to be another one, but unfortunately he quit. So yeah, I'm the only one right now.
We
Yeah.
should do that.
Our next release is going to be consisting of pretty much only songs that I wrote,
Yeah.
other than the one that we recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
So how long have you guys been active for?
Oh.
Billy and I together, about 6 years this year, I think.
Yeah,
wow.
we've been a while.
Daisy Stain as a band, the last 2
2?
years.
Yeah.
So you came from different projects and kind of came together for Daisy Stain?
Yeah, me and Erica have always been in the same project. You'll go, by the
Yeah.
way.
I'm thinking.
No pressure.
Yeah.
Totally not competitive, but
all.
yeah, no, me and Erica have been together literally in the same band, and then we've had other people from other bands
Yeah.
kind of coming and joining. Right now, our current bassist was from the Trash Doves,
Yeah, Trash Doves.
and then he joined
Right,
us
yeah.
and they split up. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I really want to know. I want to know about your worst ever performance.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
don't
get
know.
drunk pretty often sometimes.
That's probably got to be the worst one.
Yeah, in the basement.
We were playing, it was the Swan Basement, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Swan Basement in Fremantle. And when you play a gig as a band, you get like a rider.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the gigs you don't really get paid for them.
Yeah.
So you get like a free jug of beer or
recently
a
we
free
had
jug of
been.
cider, things like that.
Yeah.
And I'm usually driving. So Billy will have the jug and we'll kind of
So Billy's drinking for two?
yeah. And we'll kind of like split it up. Maybe if we've got some mates that have decided to come to the gig, give them some drinks.
Yeah.
But this particular gig, Billy just decided he was going to drink the entire jug of beer
I mean, we're on at 11.
before we went on set.
Yeah.
So out of 10, what are we looking at? Like how bad was the show?
Well, I mean, I had
Made
2
a
jugs.
bad joke about a G-string.
I broke my G-string,
Yeah.
and then I made a joke about it. I'd had 2 jugs. That was the rider for
Yeah.
the night.
G-string
So I was
humor, entirely original material? No one else has done that before at all?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I think I should just be a comedian, and then
Yeah.
I realise that I need the band for the comedy.
Yeah. Need me to sit there in the back and yell at you.
Something's got to pay the bills, right?
Yeah. Pay the bill. But you
Oh
know,
my God.
that's a bad joke.
Yeah.
So we've got drumming, singing and guitaring. Do you play other
Yeah.
instruments outside of your roles in the band?
I guess I'm kind of the manager.
Yeah.
Kind
you
of
do
the
all
manager?
Yeah. All the contacts go to you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much me.
So who calls the shots?
It's 50-50.
75-25.
Well, Erica, you answered first, so I'm thinking it might not be 50-50.
75-25.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we answered at the same time when you said hello.
That's fair. That is very fair.
True.
Whose turn is it? Is it yours,
mine.
mate?
It's
I
your
was kind
turn.
of.
Maybe like
Who
60-40.
cares?
60-40?
Okay.
I can work with that.
Oh crap.
I have
should
to
not have
ask,
gone now.
Daisy Stain, it is an unusual name. Is there a story behind that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't really know. James kind of came up with it. I think there's a bit of a
No.
dirty connotation
No,
behind
James
the name.
came up with June Riot.
Did he?
Maggie came up with Daisy Stain.
I feel like no one wants to
yeah.
take responsibility for this one.
Yeah, look, I
Well,
don't
it was
really.
one of our old bassists that came up
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of members.
We've had a lot of people.
Yeah, no, Daisy Stain's kind of like, I don't know, it just sounded good.
Yeah.
She brought it up.
Now it's just a piece of history. No one
Yeah.
knows.
That's pretty much it. And then I think the old songwriter, he kind of put down like Daisy is
Yeah.
stained, and there was like a cool picture.
Yeah.
So that kind of just stuck.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you think's next for you guys? Like, where do you want to go? How do you want to take this?
Oh my God.
Or anywhere it goes, really.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've got a bit of a, I don't know if it'll be an EP or an album, but we're recording that soon.
Yeah.
And then wherever that kind of takes us. I'm hoping to get like a proper manager soon.
Yeah.
And
So
then
good, by the way.
and then
Yeah,
once
she calls the
that
shots.
comes through, yeah. Once that kind of comes through, I reckon we'll be heading somewhere. Really want to play a festival.
Yeah.
Any
a
pick?
festival
What if
would
you
be
had
good.
infinite choice? What festival worldwide would you want to perform to?
Oh, Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glastonbury would be a good one, or Lollapalooza would be fun.
Yeah.
Lollapalooza, Manchester Orchestra next to them.
Give it 5 years, see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come back when I'm 25.
You can only dream, can't you?
Of course, of
Yeah.
course. So you've told me about your worst performance. Can I hear about your best performance?
Ooh, I reckon,
Indie bar?
yeah, Indie Bar.
Yeah.
Probably.
Early this
A
year.
local one. Nice.
Yeah, it was really good. We had a packed out crowd. My family was there from England.
Wow.
So I was pretty ready for a good show.
Yeah.
And then
It's not your turn.
you just went.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, it's going around.
Play by the rules here. This is my house. So
But then,
you had family from England come over as well.
yeah, and that went pretty good. That
It's always a
like-
relief.
That was
Yeah.
good fun. That was a good show.
I got pretty sweaty on stage, and I had quite like long hair.
We got an encore.
Yeah, we got
Oh,
a
really?
proper
Wow.
encore. We just played all the small things. We didn't have any originals. But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
We got an encore this last week as well.
Yeah, we had an encore on Saturday too.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
You guys doing all
Playing
right?
it?
Now it's you, man. Go for it.
Now it's your turn. You can go.
Oh, what was that, sorry?
So you got a couple of encores, doing pretty well.
Yeah,
I think
it's,
so.
it's picking up. Oh no.
Can I ask ultimately, maybe a deep question, why perform? Why do you do it?
You go first. No? All right, I'll go.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a release, especially a lot of my songs earlier were about kind of like my emotions
Yeah.
and how I felt about
Yeah.
the world. We've got a song that I'm putting on the next album that's really about depression.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, when I...
What's that?
Blue.
Oh,
Yeah, and when that kind of, you can play that, you know, sometimes you see people getting into it,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, it's nice.
Like your music's doing something for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things I actually want my music to do, if even to one person, is just like let them kind of feel like they're not alone.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, sometimes that gets to you.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
music can connect people in a way that few other art forms can, right?
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's definitely good.
What about you, Erica? Why do you do what you do?
I think I just always, my parents were always massively into music.
Yeah,
Always grew
way
up
back.
with, always grew up with music playing in the house and just, I just used to sit at the table and tap. And I used to drive my mum crazy.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, let's just get her a drum kit. It totally solves this
Put her in the basement,
problem.
she'll play on her own.
Yeah. But I guess it's just, I think that I'm an artist just through and through. I do lots of art as well in my free time. I'm a hairdresser, so I just really like to be creative.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a musical outlet for that creativity.
Yeah.
And it's just good fun to just go out and just kind of, you're pretty vulnerable when you're on stage as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, you're pretty vulnerable. So when you finish a song and you kind of don't get that clap, you're just like,
Yeah.
How do you manage that?
Play
just
the next
laugh it
song.
off, play the next song, keep
The show
going.
must go on, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep going until you get a clap.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Sometimes you do get a clap, sometimes you don't. You
Yeah,
just,
and you're like,
yeah.
okay, next.
Yeah. Play all the small things, worst comes to worst.
Yeah, just play a good cover.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
get
Everyone
people to
loves a
sing
bit of
and
Blink-182.
dance. Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah, it never goes down bad.
Never.
Speaking of show going on, that is about all we have time for at the moment. Thank you guys once again. We actually have a live performance of you guys coming up next. Let's check that out.
Sweet.
Sometimes mumble, imagine I dream. In the backyard, drinking each other's piss. Drinking a bold man, never seen I miss. See, we're uncool. Oh, these times are harder than probably high school. What is it worth so we can see down the rapture birth? Do you want to build a broken family with me? I can feel it happen whenever I'm bleeding. In the backyard, thinking on TV. Tattoos cover the backs of my knee. See, we're uncool. These times are harder than probably high school. What is it worth? 'Cause we can see down the rapture birth.
Thank you. That was that was Daisy Stain. Really fantastic video. Thank you for them. So now I'm here with Sue Lin. Sue Lin, thank you for coming in. We have a wonderful story we're going to look at in just a moment. Let's see how that went.
When was the point in my life that I've truly devoted myself to God? Well, my name is Siulin Wong. I am a Christian. I would add that I am a relatively new Christian. I became a Christian about 2.5 years ago. I've always been a very analytical person. I was in a corporate working environment, and lots of people has been trying to convince me to become Christian. When I observe what they've been doing at work, some of the things to me were not that ethical. I felt that a Christian has to be a perfect person, to be deserved to be called a Christian. I was a better person than them, so therefore there's no reason for me to become a Christian. And so what was wrong was I'm relating me, them, and God. Christianity is actually the relationship between you personally and God. Has nothing to do with other people. Well, it took me about 30 years before I finally realized and understood, really, it is between me and God. After all of us are sinners, and Jesus Christ died for us. A Christian need not be a perfect person. Suddenly he encountered this transition in his life where he had serious insomnia. He just couldn't sleep throughout, not just one day, every single day he could not sleep, and that has a lot of impact on his physical well-being, his work, everything. And we were so lost. He was lost. I was heartbroken. I don't know how to help him. One of our relatives came to visit and convinced us to go to church, where she said we could find peace. I remember it was so strange. Whatever messages that he was conveying to the audience on that day is as if he was talking to us, me and my husband, It left such a deep impression on us. So, from then on, we became Christians. My job takes me all over the world, basically, to go out there negotiating contracts for aircraft charters or to promote a destination that I got involved in creating. So I was very, really in love with my job. So then we moved to Australia about 10 years ago, and I switched my what I do from aviation tourism into real estate. I became a property investment strategist. Basically, I help my clients understand how property could help them build wealth, and then I assist them along the way. My family means the whole world to me. Me, my husband, and we have 3 children. My elder daughter, Camilla, she is 23 years old. And then the 2 sons, they're twins, so that's Kaisha and Laban. So they mean a whole lot to me at every stage of their life. There are challenges along the way, but as parents, we always make sure that we try to resolve and help them along. I always believe that my children to go and see the world, they would get to appreciate what they have, and I think that's very important. Yes, Christianity in a way has brought our family much closer together. And actually my daughter first became a Christian. The funny thing is she became a Christian maybe about 6-7 years before us. And she has always been very actively going to church, activities with the youth, but she always wanted me and the other members of the family to be a Christian. She found it very hard, especially for a daughter, to convince her parents. The day we told her that, oh, we started going to church, we became Christian, she was so overjoyed and she was so happy that, yeah. But I think for my sons, they still have questions in their minds, so I'm not forcing them. I'll let them pick up things themselves. And it's very important that all your questions in your mind has to be resolved, and a third party sometimes cannot help you. You have to argue it out yourself, and at the end of the day, hopefully all of us are truly, truly Christians. My work essentially involves me communicating with my clients, following up with my proposals to them, for example, or clients calling me to ask questions regarding their investment, coordinating meetings with them to go and view a property. I have a lot of flexibility, so I could organize my days to have times with my family, and then times going to do my work. As long as it's pre-arranged, everything will be in place. Being a Christian, it has helped me in coming to terms with my current work routines. I was used to a very rigid time scale. I felt a bit out of place, like sometimes lost. Increasingly, I realized that I have this peace in me, this sense of peace in me, this sense of feeling that God is overlooking me, is guiding and supporting me in whatever endeavors that I have, whatever activities, whatever problems that I encounter. It's a good feeling to know that God has a plan for me.
Thank you very much for that, Sue Lin. That was a really incredible story. It sounds like you've been on quite a journey. If I may ask, what changes have you noticed in your life since becoming a Christian?
I guess the changes, one major changes that has occurred in my life would be after I've become a Christian is I used to be always worried about things. Yeah. Like worried about the family, finances, children. After I've become a Christian, I feel that I become much calmer and less anxious, because there's this belief that God is up there to take care of us. Yeah. And He has a path that we can follow. He has a plan for us. No doubt along the way you may still be encountering challenges and difficulties, but it's less. You become less worried.
It sounds like you're experiencing a lot of peace. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, I really like that. And what would you say to someone who's thinking about these sort of topics, wondering about the bigger picture of it all? What advice would you give?
I would say, because like taking myself, for example, I used to lead a very busy life, and my mind is always preoccupied with work and what's the next achievement I want to do. So I've totally put aside religion. Never really thought about religion. Yeah. But at some point in life, you realize that you know, there is something that control our life that we have to look up to.
Something outside of ourselves.
Exactly,
Yeah.
you know. So then you begin to, sometimes it could be incidents, like in myself, incidents that has led me to seek God. But for others, it could be a different thing. But ultimately, when you change from that kind of mindset into believing in God, you really find that sense of peace, and likewise, it will occur to other people as well. So I would say, take the first step to get to know the Bible, get to know God, and they'll find plenty, they'll discover plenty of good things for their life.
That's wonderful, Sue Lin. You mentioned the Bible. Is reading the Bible a big part of your day-to-day life now?
Unfortunately, not yet. I'm still a relatively young Christian. I know that I should read the Bible more seriously. I've not actually started. I've read bits and pieces, or a lot of time I listen to audio. I'm not a very good person in sitting down and read the Bible. But I capture the essence of Christianity and the Bible from different aspects of my life. From talking to people, going to the church, and I have, I would say, I've captured quite a fair bit. The other day I was listening to a speaker who's speaking, quite a well-known speaker about Christianity, and I was so happy when she said that even she herself, who is a renowned speaker and the authority in Christianity, she has not yet finished reading the whole Bible. There are still certain parts of Bible that she hasn't read. So no one is perfect. We are beginning a journey.
But we
like
try.
Myself, yes.
No, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. That was really wonderful, and really, I'm really grateful that you came on and shared your faith with us here on the show. Thank you so much for that, Sue Lin.
You're welcome.
Our next segment is another young man who's going to be sharing about his faith journey as well. Let's have a look at that.
مولاي صل وسلم دائما دائما دائما.
What do you believe about God?
I believe everything that's written in the Quran about God.
Why do you follow Islam?
I follow Islam because it's been instilled with me since I was born. I've been praying pretty much every day. And there's nothing that can prove that the Quran is wrong so far. And until then, I'm going to continue believing in Islam.
What separates Islam from other religions?
The main aspect that I'd say would separate Islam from other religions would be that the Quran pretty much is a life.
Mohammed, thanks again for joining us. That was really interesting hearing about your story and your faith there. I got to ask, how long have you been practicing your faith?
Since birth.
Since birth, yeah.
So that's probably 18 years, right? Yeah. So I've been practicing ever since I was born, pretty much. It was engraved in me from my parents, so. Yeah.
That's awesome. So your parents are very supportive and share your faith as well?
Yeah, they're whole Muslims, so.
Yeah, that's cool. So going through the last 18 years or so of your faith, how has that sort of changed, or what's that journey been like for you?
It's been, well, growing up it was pretty hard. I was in Afghanistan for 3 years, Pakistan for 3 years, because of the war and all that. But then those 6 years they were all right. I mean, after I came to Australia, we faced a bit of trouble, with the banning of the immigration. All that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got- apparently, I don't know. I just learned this recently. My brother, we got rejected like 2 times trying to be immigrated. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. And
yeah.
how many years ago was this?
We came over in end of 2005.
Yeah,
So around
yeah.
December 5th, around there. Yeah.
So when you are experiencing these challenges, whether it's living in Afghanistan or migrating to Australia, is your faith a significant source of support during that?
For my parents, it was definitely.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, I was only 6 years old, so I didn't have a clue what was going on.
Yeah.
But for them, I'm guessing it was, because that's the one thing they tell me every day: go pray,
Yeah.
do this, do that, and it's always related to my religion. So yeah.
That's awesome, Mohammed. And are you connected with the community here in Perth?
Yeah. So there's 2 different sects in Islam.
Yeah.
There's the Shia and the Sunni. Well, I'm Shia myself, and that's the minority of the sects.
Yeah.
Most everyone else is Shia, but yeah, we're pretty connected.
Yeah.
We've got, I think there's a mosque or a community center somewhere down south. I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm not exactly sure where. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm really glad you're really enjoying your faith. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks again for coming in and sharing more about that with us. That's been fantastic. Thank you very much.
It's all good. No worries.
So that's all we have time for today. Thank you all for watching. This has been Citify. I'm your host, Zeppo, and I hope you have a lovely day.